Alright, so this is my final project for Shading and Lighting 1. I started out with Maya being open because my favorite part of this entire course so far has been the things we've learned inside of Maya. I've used 3D software before, but I've never dug too far into Maya. I've just kind of played around with it. So being able to use the lights and the cameras and learn how the lights and the cameras work has been a lot of fun for me. Most challenging for me has probably been the dome light project with this scene here, trying to recreate color and shadow for the day and night and sunrise. Primarily because I find myself being like almost an OCD perfectionist with that type of stuff. So I was very closely examining the angle of the shadows, the color of the shadows, the shape of the shadows. So I spent a lot more time than I probably should have trying to be overly perfect. As far as the tools and tricks that I've learned inside of Maya's interface, I would probably say the mesh lights are one of my favorites. I've got 3 of them in this scene here that emit light underneath these smoke trails, and I'll actually hit the render button real quick so you can kind of get a glimpse of it. This was my bonus render for the project, and I was kind of going for like a Star Wars type theme. So you'll see it as soon as it comes up and renders. It's got red on the bottom, red emitting out of the mesh lights into the smoke that's emitted, and it just kind of has a Star Wars kind of feel to it to me. There it is right there. You can see the light that comes up here is actually mesh lights, and there's one right there. You can see there's one on each of these pedestals, and then there's a smoke emitter sitting on each one. So you kind of get that glow coming off of it, which to me just kind of feels like Star Wars. Another part of the class I've had a lot of fun with was learning lighting techniques, and you can see those here in this Unity render. Lighting, in my opinion, is one of the most crucial aspects of 3D work, whether it be modeling, rendering, compositing. A knowledge of lighting is absolutely crucial. Bad lighting can make the best model subpar, and vice versa. It can make a bad model look great. Lighting is very, very critical, and having a good knowledge of how to use lighting in conjunction with various camera aspects can really set off a project. I didn't use Nuke a whole lot. I haven't, used it a whole lot. I did the projects we had to do, but I don't really have too much of an opinion as far as a favorite aspect of it. I've done node editing before within Lightwave 3D, but I am a bigger fan of the layering system, kind of like what we have here with Maya and also inside of Photoshop. So I would say my favorite part of the class has been what we've learned within Maya and also Unity. So I can't wait to move into Shading and Lighting 2 and see where we go from there. I'm really excited to get into using Substance within Maya and seeing what we can do when we start adding textures to it. But that's my project so far. So hopefully you guys liked it. Like this was one of my favorites, I'd have to say. But we will see where we end up with at the next one. Thank you.